Alright, back onto some wingroad wombling. Just done an 11-inch big brake conversion, and converted the stud pattern on there as well to 4x114.3, all bolt-on Nissan stuff. So here's our various components here. This is the y10 knuckle and hub. We've got our 10-inch disc on there. So on the wingroad, at least, it comes stock with the 22V caliper, this is the one that a lot of guys with Sentras upgrade to. This is the sort of the small spec one, the 18V. So you can sort of see the caliper, the piston size is bigger on the 22. So yeah, the wingroad has these stock. I didn't realise that immediately. So there's 11-inch ones came up at the wreckers the other day. I'd heard about them. So this is our 11-inch disc and our caliper from a cvthyper M6 P11 Primera. So this one was an SR20DE, so it sounds like both the SR20DE and the VE or the Neo have these bigger brakes. From what I can tell is all the other sort of big brake Nissans, so there's Bluebirds and wingroads and stuff, also Maximas also have this caliper, but they have a bracket that's set up for a 10-inch disc. So this cvthyper M6 has the bigger bracket on there for the 11-inch disc. Now our spacing on the bracket there is a bit different, so you can, in order to use these calipers, you need to convert the front knuckle, steering knuckle. So this is out of a y11 and it's otherwise the same as the y10. So this is off a y11 wingroad. So you can see these are obviously different sides. So you can see our bolt holes for the strut are the same, and our steering arm is about the same. The hub, the teeth, same count. So you can just swap the whole thing over. I haven't noticed any issues in terms of alignment or anything. It just bolts on. You can sort of see there the difference in bolt size for the caliper. So this is off a y11. The wingroad, and the wingroad is 4x114 instead of 4x100. I believe the AD wagon, which is the y11 AD, the commercial wagon, some of those seem to have a 4x100, so I think you could either use that setup. I didn't check the brakes on that to make sure they're the same, but my assumption is that you could take, if you had to, you could take the hub off either the y10 and put it on here, or off the AD wagon and put it on here if you really had to keep your 4x100. However, you would have to find a rotor that will fit. So you can mix and match parts. The next issue is the brake hose. So on the Y10 and these other smaller Nissans, the banjo sort of goes through there with the tail of the banjo and the hose coming out of there. On the P11, this one's pretty dirty. Let's have a look. So the banjo's got a locating lug, and you can't use, if you put your Y10 banjo through there, it won't, it comes out on a funny angle and it's not long enough. This P11 hose is too short. It's also got a much bigger banjo. The banjo's a lot thicker and the bolt's a lot longer. So see if we can compare these. Oh, that one's stuck. So anyway, that's a P11 banjo bolt, and the both the Y10 and the Y11 have a much shorter one. This piece, this area here is shorter as well. It does it so you can use the Y10 hose if you just put it that way. Just ignore that and use the Y10 bolt. Use the Y10 banjo bolt. That seems to work fine. You won't have that locating pin. Or grab the Y11 hose, which has the locating pin. It's the same thickness as the Y10, the banjo, and then you use the Y11 banjo bolt or the Y10 banjo bolt. Seems to be the way to go for that. I checked the Y11 caliper. There doesn't seem to be any actual difference. It just has a long, deeper thread. Like the caliper does appear to be the same. It just threads in deeper on that one than the other for whatever reason. The other difference is the holes in the banjo bolts on the P11 are bigger, which is probably negligible issue on this car. So that's our big brake upgrade. So these are 15-inch rims. You can see you probably won't be able to fit 14s anymore. But it's just another thing to upgrade. So that's our big brake upgrade. Should be able to keep the ABS and stuff, but I have to drive it and see how the master cylinder size goes. But again, just mix and match at the wreckers till I find one that fits. The rear is still drums, but hoping to convert that. So these are what are these W10 rear discs. So the hope is I'll be able to get these. So that's the back of the spindle. The ones on the wingroad are welded on. If we can not really see it, no. So I'm hoping I can cut those off, and they've got that locating hole to put that pin into, and then that pin, I'm hoping that we'll be able to just get fitted onto that rear end, and we'll have discs front and back.